Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into Oktoberfest. We're talking music, pretzels, outfits, and of course, Germany's best beers, all from my kitchen. Grab a stein and get ready to say Prost, as we taste everything from classic Marzen to some wild cards. It's like a trip to Munich, minus the jet lag. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Ready? Let's get into Oktoberfest brews, Marzen, and more. Prost! First up, let's talk about the classic that started it all, Marzen. If you've ever wondered what beer truly embodies the spirit of Oktoberfest, look no further. Marzen is the original, the one that set the standard for all the festive brews that followed. It's not just a drink, it's a piece of history poured into your stein. This amber beauty is Oktoberfest's original star, shining bright in every tent and on every table. Its deep, glowing color is instantly recognizable, and it's the beer that's been toasted for generations. Marzen literally means March beer. Back in the day, brewers crafted it in early spring, making it a bit stronger so it could survive the long, warm summer months. It was then stored in cool cellars, patiently aging, developing its rich flavors, and waiting for the grand moment when it would be tapped for Oktoberfest in the fall. Imagine a beer that's been waiting all summer just for this party. Every sip is a celebration of patience, tradition, and anticipation. It's like opening a time capsule of Bavarian brewing heritage. The flavor? Think rich, toasty, bready malt, like biting into a freshly baked pretzel, but in liquid form. There's a gentle sweetness, a hint of caramel, and a subtle nuttiness that makes every mouthful feel like a warm embrace. It's the kind of beer that pairs perfectly with hearty German fare, from sausages to roast chicken and, of course, those iconic pretzels. What really sets Marzen apart is its drinkability. It's smooth and mellow, never heavy or overwhelming. The finish is clean and crisp, leaving you refreshed and ready for another sip or another round with friends. It's the ultimate social beer, designed for long conversations and endless toasts. For over a century, Marzen was the Oktoberfest beer. Every tent, every stein, every song sung and story told, Marzen was at the heart of it all. It's the beer that built the legend of Oktoberfest, and its legacy lives on in every glass poured today. When you taste Marzen, you're tasting the spirit of celebration itself. It's the sound of laughter, the clinking of steins, the joy of meeting new friends and reconnecting with old ones. It's the flavor of tradition, community, and pure festivity. Behind every Marzen is a story of craftsmanship, of brewers carefully selecting the finest malts and hops, perfecting their recipes over generations, and honoring the customs that make Oktoberfest so special. So next time you see a Marzen, give it a respectful nod. You're looking at the grandfather of Oktoberfest beers, the one that paved the way for all the styles that followed. Without Marzen, Oktoberfest wouldn't be what it is today. It's the foundation, the inspiration, and the benchmark for every festive brew that's come since. So raise your glass to the original, Marzen, the taste of tradition, the heart of Oktoberfest. Prost! If you find yourself at Oktoberfest these days, you'll notice something has changed from the old days. Instead of the deep amber lagers of the past, most people are now raising glasses filled with a lighter golden brew, Fest beer. This beer has quickly become the star of the world's biggest beer festival, and for good reason. It's the drink of choice for locals and visitors alike, and it's hard to imagine Oktoberfest without it. Fest beer is like Marzen's modern cousin. While Marzen is known for its rich, malty, and toasty flavors, Fest beer takes a different approach. It's still got that malty backbone, but it's brighter, crisper, and much easier to drink, especially when you're spending hours at a festival table. The color is a beautiful golden hue, almost glowing in the Bavarian sunlight, and the aroma is inviting, with hints of fresh bread and gentle hops. Fest beer is the ultimate party beer. It's less toasty than Marzen, with a flavor that's more like biting into the soft, pillowy inside of a freshly baked loaf of bread. There's a subtle sweetness, balanced by a clean, dry finish that keeps you coming back for another sip. It's designed for celebration, easy to drink, but never boring. When you line up Fest beer next to other classic German lagers, you'll see where it fits in. It's stronger and fuller than a Helles, which is a lighter everyday beer, but it's not as rich or heavy as Marzen. Fest beer strikes a perfect balance. Enough flavor to stand out, but light enough to keep you refreshed, even after a few steins. So why did Oktoberfest make the switch from Marzen to Fest beer? The answer is simple: drinkability. At Oktoberfest, beer is served in massive 1-liter steins, and you're expected to enjoy more than one. Fest beer was created to be lighter on the palate and easier to drink in large quantities, so you can join in the festivities without feeling weighed down. It's a beer that keeps the party going, glass after glass. Today, Fest beer is the lifeblood of Oktoberfest. Its bright golden color is as much a part of the festival as the music, the food, and the laughter. It's brewed specifically for this time of year, and every sip is a celebration of Bavarian tradition and modern brewing skill. When you see thousands of people raising their steins in unison, it's Fest beer that's fueling the fun. Drinking Fest beer at Oktoberfest is more than just having a beer. It's about being part of a living tradition. With every sip, you're tasting the spirit of the modern festival, a beer crafted for good times and great company. It's a taste of Munich in the fall, and a reminder that some traditions are always evolving. Crisp, clean, and totally delicious, Fest beer is the beer that brings people together. So next time you raise your stein, remember, you're not just drinking a beer, you're joining a celebration that's been perfected for generations. Prost! Ready for something different? If you've ever found yourself at a beer festival surrounded by golden lagers and malty brews, you might be craving a twist, a beer that stands out from the crowd. Enter Weissbier, the vibrant, fruity, and spicy cousin in the Bavarian beer family. Meet Weissbier, cloudy, fruity, and spicy. This isn't your typical beer. With its pale, hazy appearance and towering creamy foam, Weissbier immediately catches your eye. It's a beer that invites curiosity, promising a flavor adventure with every sip. This wheat beer is unfiltered, giving it a soft, fluffy feel and a hazy look. The cloudiness comes from suspended yeast and wheat proteins, which also add a silky texture that dances on your tongue. Each glass is a little different, depending on how it's poured and how much yeast is swirled in. The magic comes from special yeast, creating banana and clove aromas. No fruit or spice added. It's all about the yeast strain, which produces these unique flavors during fermentation. The result? A beer that smells like a bakery in the morning, with hints of ripe banana, spicy clove, and sometimes even a touch of bubblegum or vanilla. It's like banana bread with a hint of holiday spice, super refreshing and lively. Imagine biting into a slice of fresh banana bread, dusted with cinnamon and clove, but in liquid form. Cool, effervescent, and perfect for sipping on a sunny afternoon. Weissbier is both comforting and invigorating, making it a favorite for those who want something a little out of the ordinary. Not an official Oktoberfest beer, but you'll find it everywhere in Munich. Locals and visitors alike flock to beer gardens and tents, where Weissbier is poured alongside the classic lagers. It's a staple of Bavarian culture, enjoyed year-round, but especially beloved during warm weather and festive gatherings. It's the indie hit of Bavarian beer, perfect if you want a break from lagers. While most people reach for a Helles or Marzen, those in the know opt for Weissbier when they want something with a little more personality. It's a beer for the adventurous, for those who appreciate bold flavors and a playful twist on tradition. If you love Belgian wit, you'll love Weissbier. Both beers share a wheat base and a refreshing, zesty character, but Weissbier's signature yeast gives it a distinctly German spin. It's a great way to explore the world of wheat beers and discover new favorites. Don't be afraid to try something new. Banana and clove right there. Prost! So next time you're at a beer hall or browsing the menu, reach for a Weissbier and toast to the unexpected. You might just find your new go-to brew. Time for something dark. Dunkel. Dunkel means dark in German, and it's the cozy, old-school beer of Bavaria. Don't let the color fool you. It's smooth, not heavy or bitter. Munich malt gives it deep bready caramel and even chocolatey notes. It's malty sweet, but finishes clean and dry, totally drinkable. Dunkel is a staple in Bavarian beer halls, a reliable classic you can always count on. It's the little black dress of beer, timeless and always a good choice. If you see Dunkel on the menu, try it for a taste of true Bavarian tradition. Prost. What do Munich locals drink every day? Hells. Hells means bright or pale. It's simple, clean, and all about the malt. Less hoppy than a Pilsner, Hells is soft, slightly sweet, and endlessly refreshing. Think fresh dough or a high-quality cracker, subtle but perfect. It's the go-to beer for lunch, after work, or in the beer garden. There's nowhere to hide flaws in a Helles. It has to be perfectly made. It's the daily bread of Munich beer culture. Not an Oktoberfest beer, but the foundation of German brewing. If you want to understand German beer, start with Hells. Prost. Ready for something stronger? Meet Bock, the malty powerhouse. Bock is a strong lager, rich with caramel, toffee, and dark fruit notes. The name comes from Einbeck, but Bavarians heard Einbach, a goat. So now goats are on the label. Bock is smooth, sweet, and hides its strength well. Sip, don't chug. Doppelbock is even stronger, famously brewed by monks as liquid bread for Lent. There's also Maibock, a lighter springtime version. Not an Oktoberfest style, but a huge part of German beer tradition. If you see a Bock, especially with a goat, give it a try, just maybe stick to one. Prost! Time for the wild card. Rauchbier, the smoky beer. Rauchbier means smoke beer, and it tastes like a campfire in a glass. The secret? Malt dried over beechwood fires, giving it a savory, smoky flavor. It's polarizing. You'll love it or hate it. Bamberg is the home of Rauchbier, where tradition lives on. Underneath the smoke, it's basically a Marzen, malty, toasty, and clean. Not for Oktoberfest, but perfect with hearty German food. It's a culinary adventure, sweet, savory, smoky, and bold. Try it if you're feeling brave. Prost! That's our Oktoberfest beer tour. From Marzen to Rauchbier, we've tasted the best of Germany. Which was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Got a German beer I should try? Tell me. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and ring the bell for more. Thanks for hanging out. Drink responsibly, stay curious, and as they say in Munich, Prost! Cheers, everybody! Let me know if you need further tightening or adjustments.